Dun, 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 dun. On Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday.
Oh, Lord.
I'm out.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Where we going now?
We had
America had this inauguration, and America welcomed their 47th president, Donald Trump, into office. And just right there, right now, you can see the stark contrast in terms of tonality and how that can look to certain people, et cetera. But on this show, no matter what it is, we're going to talk through it to get to it. All right. I don't even know what to say other than thoughts.
Well,
like,
no, I want to ask you, was it done on purpose?
What do you mean done on
What do you mean? Martin Luther King born then?
Was the date set to
It's always that.
It's always the.
It's not always the 20th, but it's always that third
Monday.
It's always the third Monday.
It just so
Third
happened.
Monday.
It just so happened to fall on MLK Day.
Oh, okay. All right.
Lord, it's so hard.
I'm glad that got explained because I didn't know
didn't
that.
know, right.
That helps out a lot. That helps out a lot. But like, I feel like, I don't know if you saw the Dave Chappelle thing.
I did.
And I feel like the way he put it is like great. We're all counting on you. We're all counting on you. I think he worded it as best as possible. Whether you like him or don't, we're all counting on you because right now we're in tough times right now. Yeah. All around.
Are we though? Are we though?
He said do better. He said do better because we need to do better.
The market is on fire.
Economy though.
The economy.
Gas prices still crazy.
Immigration.
After all this fire stuff starts coming around. After all this fire stuff starts coming.
Always gonna be criminals.
Man, I know that, but I'm saying they outside.
The crime rate.
It ain't just Crips and Bloods in LA no more.
Crime rate is down
Everything
everywhere.
is down.
The economy is up everywhere.
Eggs cost $10
Unemployment
though.
is down.
Eggs cost $10.
Unemployment is at the lowest in history.
As much as gas and groceries cost.
But it's not gonna go down.
What are you talking
That's
about?
not going down.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
one at a time.
Stop. That has nothing to do with the president.
That has nothing to do with that.
What are you talking about? I worked in the U.S. Senate.
Oh, word? Oh, well, you can speak on
for
that.
the senator who took Obama's spot. Everything that these cats ran on are lies. Every single
Is
bit
that the
of it.
Democrats when you say these cats? What do you mean?
The whole Republican platform.
Republican.
We're going to make the economy better. Well, the economy is great. We're going to lower unemployment. Unemployment is at all-time lows. We're going to lower costs and inflation. That has nothing to do with the president. No thing.
So why do
Stop
they say?
it.
Well, why do they say those
and
words?
if you think that means you haven't been and I'm not saying this to you.
Yes, you are.
You haven't been intellectually curious enough
You ain't
to find out
because-
what does affect those things.
You're definitely right. I haven't.
Right, and that's so
it.
important. So that's why it's so disappointing to me because we have a 34-time felon as our president. Would you be able to be president with 34 felonies?
I want to center this conversation on he is the president. There's two conversations we can have. We can have, should he be or he is?
Okay, so he is. But if you expect
he won the game, you can't keep talking about well he don't even look like he can run fast. So like it don't matter. He won already. So
okay.
I understand that agenda. I understand that mindset. But that's an L. And the reality is, even though L is in reality, we're not going to focus on that L. We're going to focus in on the day he goes in, Martin Luther King's birthday, and much to do about what to expect from him. Elon Musk, little happy.
No, see? Stop.
I'm not
Call it what it
I
is.
need to give you the whole clip, and then you can pick. No, I'm going to give you the whole clip.
You tap dancing, Marcellus. Call it what it is.
Well, I never tap dance.
He did this.
Okay, that's fine.
What is that?
But first of all, what is this? I don't care.
But
You
should.
First of all, I'm not gonna play the game where I'm offended by somebody's gestures. I'm not gonna play that game. You can do that game and get stoked interest, but I'm not gonna play the game. You know what?
What game is that?
The Elon Musk didn't even vote. He's not an American citizen.
So I'm not even gonna finish that. He won't let me.
Right?
Can I finish?
He can't
And then
vote if he's
anybody
not
can jump in.
American
It ain't just OG RP. Here's the thing. He's our president now. And this is why I want to have this conversation. Because we can't even get to the question. Because look, I hate. And it's like, dog, I don't know anybody that walks this planet that gets that out of me. But I'm interested in why is he getting it out of you? So let's not go to you first, because we want to at least have some of this conversation to spread around. Let the butter hit all the toast. Yeah, stupid. We come at RP, you know I respect anybody. But what did you see yesterday and what did you feel?
Well, I've always leaned left. And, all we can do right now is pray and wish him best and that he leads the country in the right way. The Democrats, they dropped the ball in this election. They were tone deaf to a lot of issues that the American people were leaning towards. They tried to set their own agenda, tried to set their own rules for the race, and they got beat doing that. That's how I look at it. That's how I see it.
So what are you expecting going forward? Like, are you really holding your breath? Like, because as you said, and I heard you in there, I talk a lot, I listen more. You kept saying, that's not on the president. So a lot of the ills and issues that American people are going to feel, y'all going to think he's going to be your savior. It's not on the president. So Donald Trump's the president. And I grew up in an era where people were telling me to love Donald Trump. I was in LA listening to every rap song saying Trump, 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 Eric B all the way through. And I'm like, damn, I get to New York, I see Trump. I see why y'all love this dude. He's on the print. All this stuff is love. Then he said, I'm going to become president. And then everybody started hating. And I was like, okay, I get the hate. We ain't supposed to like him no more. Tell me why, though. Oh, you remember back in 80-something? I was like, but y'all been telling me to love him after that. But so all I'm saying, and look, a lot of people, Nelly has gotten some Snoop. A lot of people are, and let me, full disclosure, and then I want to open it up, but I want to have a real conversation. I golfed with Trump in 2010, 11, somewhere in that world. I don't remember. And it was at his golf course. I'm walking at my boy, Rory Wilfork. Everybody know him, Rory. And I'm golfing with Rory, and he's like, oh, you want to meet? I'm like, yeah, I meet Donald Trump. Like, that's Trump. Airbnb Rakim said, like Trump. Like, you know what I mean? And I meet him. We have lunch. We golf a little bit, and I ain't think twice of it. You know how sometimes you got your radar on? Like, yo, he ain't feeling me. He ain't feeling us. I ain't feeling none of that, but whatever. Then I look up, years later, I'm supposed to hate that guy. And I was like, y'all can, but I met the man. And when I met the man was gracious and cool with me. That doesn't mean I agree with everything. It just means he was a cool cat. You know how many killers I know that I'm cool with, and y'all love him, and I'm like, I should hate him. He a killer. So the point is, I just want to make sure we're saying this conversation respectfully. Donald Trump's in office. He here for 4 years at least, another 4. What y'all feel?
Wait, real quick. Can I just ask a quick question based on what you just
quick
said?
Question. It ain't got to be quick. We got time.
Everybody, like you said, prior to his run for presidency, people loved Trump. He was on TV, had a hit show. He was at every party. Celebrities always shouting him out. Would that same disdain or hate been there for him had he run on the Democratic card?
Hell no. You already know that. He picked the other side. Really? Of course.
I think a lot of the hate just comes from the side he's on, not what he's saying.
Because he came at a time when we were saying, look, if you're conservative, you're racist, white. If you're conservative, black, you're a sellout. Look, I took this. I told people when BLM started, what? Like, I'm not supporting that. They was like, why? You're black. I was like, yeah, so I don't need to support anything that says I'm black. I already know it. Oh, no, read what they're saying. I'm like, I did. They're not talking about a nuclear family. They're not talking about what I'm talking about. So then I was off. Certainly, it seemed like a lot of people realized that and came off them. But it's not about them. Kaepernick, I knew Kaepernick personally. And then I knew also Dr. Harry Edwards. And I saw how that movement came up. And I saw the public's reaction versus what was behind the curtain reaction. To the point where him and Dr. Harry Edwards even had to differ and split on the same thing that they started. Y'all figure out why they had to do that, because it was a difference of opinion. I don't hate Kaepernick. I just call it like it is. I'm like, since you're a brother, don't mean everything you do is right? What Trump did is say, I'm going to run on a conservative platform. And at that time, we were calling those people racist blindly. And I think he got caught up in that wash. That said, I'm looking forward to seeing what these next 4 years are going to look look like. But first, I want to hear these next 4 minutes from Richie P. Because
I
I
got
know
one more
Richie
thing,
P
but-
want to go. No, you got it. Yeah, I want to hear what Richie got to say.
What
too.
you said before about being tone deaf, I think one of the biggest things that happened was on the Democratic card, they dropped the ball, as you said. We all just sat here and a couple of you said, oh, crime rate is down. But on the flip side of that, during these past 4 years, people were complaining about how bad the crime was, even during the pandemic. And then we were talking about how all the migrants that are coming in are tearing things up. In New York, it was out of control. It was happening a little bit out here. His first day in, he signs that bill where he's shutting the border down. That whole app that they have where they can set appointments to come into the U.S., shut it down. So it's like you can't complain that this is happening, and then when somebody comes in and puts this in effect to stop that, you complain that he's doing it.
Right.
So I feel like you gotta.
He can't
that
win
whole
for
tone,
losing, as they
right.
say,
It's
which
like
is
no
the
matter what
weirdest
you
thing.
do, it's going. It
No matter
seems to
what
be.
you do,
It's
it's
going to
gonna
be
be
an
taken
issue
to
just
jail.
because, and that's why I asked the question about if he ran on the Democratic card versus the Republican card, would that energy still be the same?
Yeah, and
Because-
you know what? When I said criminality, I didn't say crime rate on purpose, because I grew up, and I swear I used to always say this. I'm from Compton, grew up in LA, South Central, all that, and I'm like, snowfall, and I'm like, I used to always whisper. Like, I knew a lot of the gangsters, but they were like my teammates. You know, I'm like, damn, your brother a gangster, he a killer. And I'm like, but you cool, you can run the ball. And it's like, we just friends. It was the weirdest dynamic. And I used to say, you know, why y'all keep like blasting us and robbing us? Y'all should go get them people with the money. Like I said, the money only 8 miles away, a little closer than you think. Like Wilshire is not far. We can get there. And I ain't say it for real. I was just saying facetiously, like, you keep taking from broke people, you ain't gonna get much. And then I tell you what people have felt, why everyone said the crime rate's up, because the criminality got random. All of a sudden, they said, you know what? After the pandemic, they said, you know what? There are people on Rodeo Drive just chilling with $200,000 watches on. Give me that. You know what I mean? And when that started happening, crime rate. I'm like, now criminality has now gotten random. And so they take it from all the athletes, they take it from all the celebs. If I know your schedule, I'm gonna get you.
Yep.
Crack hit the suburbs.
Crack? Yeah. Salute. Now, take the mic. Let's go.
Hold on. Before,
Crack hit the suburbs.
Because I know Rich is going to make good points. I want to make sure you finish your point before I weigh in.
And I was going to say the biggest thing with even with the whole immigration thing, and I like Barack, but Barack was known for shipping everybody out of here. And it was never an issue. But then when Trump did it, that's what he's known for. He was shutting it down, shipping everybody out. But that goes back to the Democratic-Republican card. People already have things in their mind that we're conditioned to just hate whatever that other side says.
I love you, Bucky. The fact that everybody on this couch right now, everybody in this room is not black, but everybody on this couch right now is. If you say you like Donald Trump, and I'm in LA, California, and black, it's 3 strikes. Do not follow that up with, oh yeah, I fuck with Trump. Because I do. And people are like, I hate you. I'm like, okay, well, I just lost a friend, I guess, that I never had. The point is, what is he saying that is getting you so offended that even if you're offended, you can't respect me for thinking different?
I think having grown up in North Carolina, and I think it goes beyond just the presidency. I think when you talk about Republicans, and if you're paying attention to what's going on, gerrymandering, and how rights that have really been worked hard to been acquired have been wiped away. So we talk about Voting Rights Act. When you talk about some of the things that have happened when it comes to women and their reproductive rights and all those other things, we have always painted ourselves in this country as being the city on the hill, the beacon of light. We're going to show the other uncivilized countries how to be civilized, how to have a democratic nation where everyone is viewed as an equal. And yet we're working really, really hard to wipe away those things. And so when you talk about the elimination of DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, when you wipe away some of the things that were put in to level the playing field. And so it's not just about the presidency, it's about understanding the political agenda that is being enacted. And for us, for some of us, we may benefit for some of the policies that are in place, but I come from a place where it's about leaving it better than the way that we inherited. So when you have people that are coming behind you, and you can see that some of the opportunities that were afforded to you to go to college, to do things that we should be entitled to do. And you see some of the policies are not making it where it's a meritocracy. It's really the elimination of making things equal. And when equality feels like you're being oppressed, then we have a problem. So for me, it goes beyond Trump. It goes to the political agenda that's being enacted. And like Richie, I've spent time working for the governor of North Carolina while I was a player. So one of the things, Governor Hunt, I shadowed him, I did things with him. And so from a political standpoint, I just want everyone to use their right. So if everyone on the couch voted, cool. And whatever you vote for, great. But we have to be able to be responsible enough to make sure that we make educated decisions on the options and choices that we make when it comes to political power and political gain.
You know, and
That was good.
that's right.
I
Buck.
disagree with all that shit. It made sense.
What he said.
And come on, man.
Oh, first of all,
Come on.
we had we had a broadcasting like gift, like we used to clown. And when someone says, "Come on, man," or they be like, "Oh," like we were like, "They ain't got nothing to say." So when you say that, I'm like, "Nah,
Well,
I'm not going nowhere until you take me."
What did P.T. Barnum say? There's a sucker born every minute.
Okay. I was like,
We now have a-
Bailey's? What Bailey say though? Hold on, what did Bailey say after Barnum said that shit? Bailey was like,
Well, Barnum kicked Bailey out
I know you did.
and owned the circus himself. So he knew the suckers.
We knew what's up.
And there's also, if you're at a poker table and you don't know who the sucker is, you the sucker.
Oh, so if you don't know who over here tricking, you the trick.
You the trick. So we're talking about a man who has said out of his own mouth that if I run, I'm going to run as a Republican because they will believe anything. That is maybe a slight paraphrase, but it is out of his own mouth.
Might be a slight. You don't think
Yes,
Democrats?
he's saying he could say anything, do
It'll be
anything,
easier to
and they will
convince.
believe
Wow.
him.
I
This is
didn't
the
know
man
that.
who came down an escalator, was last on the list, and came out firing, saying Mexicans were rapists and thugs and criminals.
He didn't say that.
Yes, he did.
Exactly like that.
Yes, he did.
The
That's exactly what he said.
I don't want to do that because that's boring without video, but I've heard him extracted and the tone, the context changes. I heard him clipped, like you about to get clipped, I'm going to get clipped. We're going to sound a lot different than what
Marcellus,
we
I pay attention to this, bro.
First of all, I
Stop.
see the salt and pepper,
So-
I could tell, I know.
This is a man who said that he could grab any woman by the pee.
He did say that.
53% of white women still vote for him. I can grab you by the pee,
You said that too.
And so who did
and you will let me because I am a
We're
star.
going to have a real honest conversation.
This is a man who said I can go on
with Trump or
people, Hatch. That's what I'm saying. I've lost my faith in humanity. This
Because
is
of
a
who?
man who said,
You let one man take your faith in humanity away?
It's not because
Yes.
It's not because of him.
Yes.
How people are responding.
I
to
can
him.
stand on Fifth Avenue and kill somebody and they'll still vote for me.
In America, yes.
Okay, these
So-
quotes-
so-
hold on.
so-
If you- if
so
you
wait,
ain't-
so wait,
if
so
you don't
wait.
vote for me, you ain't black.
So
Like that's our options.
That was crazy.
and calling us
So first
and
of all,
then a man who calls
Skip Bailey saying, "I'm gonna give you $1.5 million. What you want to do, girl?" You believe everything in it? Like I'm not putting all these words into the world where they're set in stone to the point I give convictions.
well, see, that's the problem.
But I'm not built like that.
But that's the problem, Marcellus.
Charlamagne laughed that off like
As soon as the narrative was, he doesn't mean that. He's saying it, but he doesn't really mean it.
Did Biden mean it?
Mean what?
If you don't vote for
If
me,
you don't
you're
vote for
not
me, you
black.
ain't black.
That's a crazy
You
statement.
know, look, that's why I don't like playing that game. 'cause
If
it's
he said that,
it's
then
not-
that's
No,
crazy.
he did say that.
He said
He said it.
too. This is the last
He
one.
said it. He said it publicly.
Then that's but that's not who we're talking about right now. So
You gave the audience.
well, no, it's not. I'm not giving him a pass on that, but that's not our subject. So we'd have to go differently on that.
And I just knocked your nine out.
But you can't. He calls us the blacks.
Don't give me. Look, let's have a real conversation.
Well, what do you mean? That is a real conversation. It's disrespectful.
Okay, you ever played double dutch? Because I can tell you haven't.
Of course, I'm from the south side of Chicago.
They're good.
What you mean?
I got third place in the 2nd grade.
What
I
you-
was a beast. I was a beast. Dog, I got third place in the whole school.
Why are you double dutching? Why is your big ass double dutching?
He's the problem.
I'm just trying to figure out why you double dutching.
I got an older sister.
I'm just trying to
And
figure out
she
why.
entered too.
I'm not
And I
gender
beat her.
rolling. I'm just trying to
tell you
figure
why.
out why someone 6'5", 260s
I said 2nd grade.
I was double dutching. That's all. I'm just trying to figure out. That's all.
Okay, this is a real story. Please give me enough time because double dutch it teaches you how to work with somebody else.
my God.
Like,
Talking about double
it's called
dutch.
tangles. Like if you ain't doing this the same, you're gonna tangle the ropes. We got to work together. 3 of us. Here we go.
One defensive man, double dutching.
They used to call me. They used to call me fog, but they changed the noun in there, right, the vowel in there. They changed the vowel in there because they were like, they literally labeled me something. I remember because I got third, 2nd, yeah, and I was like, why y'all coming at me like that? Like, I think I got 2nd.
Oh, you can't remember?
I can't remember.
What year was that again?
Defending champ. I was 2-time double dutch
What I
champ.
want to say is I didn't win. I think I got 2nd or 3rd. Anyway, I ain't get no medal. Man, I'm in 54th Street Elementary School in 1981. I ain't get no money. But the point is, I remember they clowning me. And like Bucky just said, he clowned me. And I was like, damn, why y'all clowning me? I did something good. I was the only boy that got a 3rd, 2nd, or that's it, not 1st place. You doing the same thing. You're doing the same thing. You're literally trying to label because I decided to do something different than you. And look, I am not looking down on you on all them quotes you had, but I got my quotes loaded too if you want to pull out a clip. And then we just gonna quote out and the clip gonna be empty and then who gonna be standing? Right, so it's not about right or wrong. I just am amazed with this conversation because I don't get involved to that point. I go into a booth, you're not looking over my shoulder, I'm not looking over yours. I place my vote, you place yours. We're gonna have to live our lives to the best of our abilities. But to say that this almost ghostly figure, because how many times are we gonna even connect with it or his policies, as you even already stated? That's not even on the president. A lot of our day-to-day experience is not gonna be on this man. So why the vitriol so much towards him when he's like, look, I'm trying to take it in a different direction?
He's not trying to take it in a different direction. This is a man who the federal government has sued for not renting apartments to black people.
And we trust the government now, huh? Fully.
Well, no, you keep moving. You're moving the goalposts. You're moving the goalposts.
That's everybody who else has been a president too. So what's it have to do with
Wait,
Trump?
what are you
then?
talking about?
All them people that got billions of dollars, they probably have racist past as well. So what's the deal? Joe Biden has just as much as racist past as Trump did, but people still voted for him. Maybe more. We don't even know.
He was powerful
I don't
before.
know if we can say maybe.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's all the same now.
Because Joe Biden was powerful in the 90s, so his racist views
And the
kind of
70s.
matter. Right. And I'm not a Trump, I don't like Trump, but like, I can't, if people, is it his fault because people like him?
Right.
No, it's not. It's the people's fault. And that's what I'm saying.
Right.
People are dumb.
But
I agree.
So you're talking to the people. You're not talking about Trump.
Yeah, we dumb.
Well, Trump
for not
is a
agreeing.
scorpion. Is going to be a scorpion.
But why are they dumb?
But the people.
How do you feel
people
that
don't
someone
have to
says you're dumb
follow
for
him?
following Kamala?
Tell me why. Tell me
It's
why.
Miss Harris. We're gonna say Miss Harris.
Tell me why. Tell me why I am.
No, but why
And
would,
if it
okay,
makes sense,
let me
why would
then
you even not
maybe
give
I'll
them the
change my view.
Why would you not give them the respect you want given to you?
I can tell you
Even
why.
in disagreement.
I can tell you why
But is dumb
I
the
can lobby
summation?
against Trump.
Is dumb the summation I should give you when I hear all your points supporting Ms.
No,
Harris?
it should be. No,
It should be dumb.
It's an even
I don't
exchange.
go to dumb. Why do you call it dumb for the Donald Trump?
I call
But
it dumb
what
because
I
I have anecdotal evidence that has happened in real life.
On both sides, though.
Show me the other side.
They can. I'm.
And then when you come to voting, there's two options, right? It's
Well, there's more than two.
well, no, not really.
I mean,
No.
Not in
that list was long. I was like, who
not
you
in
think?
reality. Not in
Well, super
reality.
long.
He running?
the video.
So you have to vote for who is going to do you the best.
You just explained it.
A woman,
you said for
a woman
you.
voting for a woman,
Your best isn't his best.
53% of white women voted for Trump.
Because they don't
This is
care.
a man who has
But they don't
endorsed
care about that,
taking
though.
away their reproductive rights.
But they don't care
They
about
take
that.
away their
First of all,
different
all of
rights.
them don't have to reproduce anymore. Like if you,
Let me.
I mean, that's very true.
I hope y'all caught this. I hope y'all caught this.
That's very true.
It's a rights thing.
They don't have to reproduce.
It's a right. Well, everybody don't have
Come
to
on,
vote
come on, come
either.
on. First of all,
You don't want that taken
you're
away.
contradicting yourself. You're saying you vote for who is going to do best for you. And then you say, well, 53% of white women voted for taking away reproductive rights. 53% of them don't have to reproduce again. And you know that. I'm just talking really pragmatically. You do know that, right? They're above an age past menopause, right?
Some are.
Well, that's the point. So now let's take 53 down another notch. Let's take it even further down another notch and stop saying their answer, which differs from yours, is dumb, and your answer is not dumb.
Yeah,
'cause
but
it's different.
Marcellus, on top of that, this is a man who has been found liable in court for rape.
Let me say something to you.
So that's another strike against women. This is a man who said, I
I'm
can.
not defending
This is a man
Donald
who said,
Trump.
I can grab
I'm
any
defending-
woman's pee and it's okay because I'm a star.
I'm not. Look.
Those are red flags.
A lot of people have said that. I know
so
5,000 people that said that you would vote for, and you go buy their music and you watch their
No, I
movies.
wouldn't.
So what you
This is
saying?
how you catch Richie.
Who's your favorite
Richie.
artist?
No, I wouldn't.
Who's your favorite artist?
I wouldn't
What
vote
movie?
for
What's,
him.
a, what's a movie that you went
I
and
wouldn't
seen?
vote for him.
But you would go watch their movies and you would buy their music and you would eat their food. So yes, you do. You do it every single day. They're doing stuff behind doors.
So, Hatch,
that
what you're saying is that
it's
there's
Hatch.
nothing
It's Hatch. It's Hatch.
That's
not
what I said.
Patch. You said
I said
Hatch.
I said Hatch.
What Richie
I
won't
said
do,
Hatch.
what Richie won't do is, you know what, Richie, and look, since you want to throw something at me, I'm gonna stop ducking. I'm gonna start shooting back. Here you go. You have not said one thing personal to Richie Porter. Stop it. Reproductive rights. That's got something to do with you. Women, 53%. You ain't said nothing for you. You know why? Because you ain't really got a problem with him. You want to hide behind what their problems are. Look, listen, let me say this. Since you want to shoot, I got guns. Look, I'm not gonna blast, but I can blood. Here we go. Your thing is their plight. But I'm asking you, what's your issue?
With
and
him specifically.
even when you give it to me, you're
Still
not
not
dumb.
talking
My issue is
You're not
humanity,
dumb.
Marcellus.
opinion.
Well, if you so for
My issue is
humanity, why you
humanity.
keep saying dumb for the people who
Let
disagree?
me ask you this. What he's saying, I think the world should be saying is, why does it matter who we vote for? We should all be rocking with each other. Go vote for that one day, and then come back and rock with
Like
us.
a
We can
football
still go
game.
hang out.
Eagles,
We can still-
Rams. Eagles
because
won.
everybody's got their stuff
Move on.
in their closet. Everybody. So whatever
Or
you
out the
do,
closet.
we still go rock with each other after tomorrow or after the next day.
I'm not
it doesn't
dumb,
matter.
dog. Or they are not dumb, or we are not dumb for not agreeing with your decision making. And that's what, look, if there's anything I think you're dumb for saying, is that someone who disagrees with you is dumb.
And I can accept you feeling that way.
No, it's not a feeling. It's deeper.
This is turning to a psychology. psychology.
Listen, we can all rock together or we can rock apart. And if you think Donald Trump is rocking with you,
He's not
then-
rocking with none of
then
us anymore.
fine.
I don't
Then
care
that-
if he
then-
is
or
or
not.
not. I'm going to do me
Yeah, but
regardless
see,
of the headwind he
but see,
brings.
his
The only thing
policies
I-
are going to affect your family.
So is a different.
Your
Everybody's
aunts,
policy.
your
I've been
uncles,
affected by,
your-
you know how many times I voted and the guy I voted for didn't win, and I was like, oh well, all right, it's
your,
time to go work.
your
bro.
life didn't change the next day at all.
I gotta work it. I gotta work it.
and
lean
flip
back,
it, and then flip it and
twerk it.
reverse it. Now you trying to get your
That's how you said,
But on that,
I hear you though.
I got a couple friends that support Trump, and I'm not really into politics and stuff. But like
Did you vote?
Marcellus, yes, I did.
Okay, I'm just
but like,
it's important that everybody votes.
But like,
No,
but,
but it's a
but like
huge-
Sel said,
it's a huge thing. Like,
I don't
why
look
people
at them
don't
any
vote.
different way. They're still my friends. They're still, you know, even when they post little stuff about Trump, I still don't look at them the same. I don't look at them different. That's their opinion. I got my opinion, you know. I'd known them before all this Trump stuff even came up, before he even ran for office, you know.
Golden rule.
Some of them, when I had no money in college, I want to eat your food with you. You know, so I'm still gonna rock with you, even though that thing. But I do understand where you're coming from. But like I said, I'm not gonna judge anybody off of what they're gonna go with. And I feel like that is the bigger picture that Sale's trying to get at.
Right. Yeah, I'm trying to get beyond how you even think they can win the game. I'm like, but they won.
They won.
So
It's
stop
over.
arguing.
The game is over.
Like, it's time to play a different game.
Exactly. And you heard what I said. He did, like Sale said, it's already won. Now, I just want him to do right. You remember that's what I said at the beginning. I'm already here now. I ain't
We
vote for
here.
him.
We
I want
next,
him to do
nigga.
right now.
The
I want him to do right.
upper-
You there now. Please do right by. Do what you can. You know?
And wait, hold on. real
No,
quick.
no, you gotta let him go.
The original question, though, is what was all the vitriol for Trump? And literally, what you were doing is exactly what he was asking. So, like when he said, "Oh, he wasn't letting people rent his buildings," that was something that you used in your favor. But then when we talked about the crime bill with Joe Biden, which was worse than that, you brushed that off.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Preach, Pastor.
You did. You said, and then, but wait, hold on. Wait, I'm
Boy,
give
them
it to you.
veins coming out his head.
No. But you didn't. You see how you just said that just now? You didn't say that.
Nobody said crime bill.
Yes,
I
we
said
did.
it. He said we talked. We
We
brought it
all-
up.
He said,
Roll the tape back and see if you said crime bill.
We all said
Yes.
it. I know for a fact I said it.
Yes.
I said it, and then
He said it. He
doubled
said it.
down.
I have
I
a
know I
problem
didn't
with
say
Joe
it,
Biden with the crime bill.
But you didn't say that.
but you still gonna vote for him? But you
I
still
even
vote
said
for him,
that the
so it don't
crime bill
matter.
shouldn't be or criminality. There's a completely different crime rate,
And
criminality,
criminality is
crime bill.
different.
We talked about that. But that's the point. Some people get so. I'm married to a beautiful woman who, when she locks in on her opinion, that's all she's going to see. And everything else is adversarial. And I'm like, I don't understand that person, but I'm gonna respect that person because I want to be respected. So if I'm not dumb for being on the different side of the street than you, then you're not dumb. And you haven't heard me say once you're dumb, but I've heard you multiple times say I'm dumb or we're dumb or anybody who thinks that way is dumb. So let you know the rocks you throwing will be returned if you continue to throw them. Fair enough. And you don't want that because you don't want a rock thrown at you. That's not fair enough. Stop, look, let that layer down of masculinity or ignorance that is like, yo, I'm down for the bus. I'm not down for the bus. If you shoot at me, I'm screaming loud, I'm running far and fast. I hate when people act like, dog, you ever got bust at? This shit ain't cute. Like, stop acting like this shit cute when it come back to you. It's cute when you throw it. It ain't cute when you got to deal with it. So this is just a guy that I met once. Have you ever met Donald Trump? No. Okay, I met once and you met him once. Like, the point is, why are we gonna have an issue with somebody who ain't even gonna come around here and bless us to the degree you say he is?
And the playing field has to be even. If you're gonna say I don't like this person for these reasons, you gotta use that same energy for both people. Because even Kamala, she got a stained resume on stuff she's done against black men as well. So if you're gonna bring up what Trump did to black people, you gotta use that same energy
it, and
on
say it
both sides.
Say it with your chest.
And your whole
nigga.
time,
Get him.
and you know you're my man. But my whole time, everything you said was against that side. But the other side got the same stuff against them. You ain't brought that up one time.
One time.
I've been sitting listening. I haven't heard none of that.
Well, like I said,
Give him the mic. Give him the mic. Go.
you have a choice between two people, right? You have to pick what you think is the lesser of the two evils. Okay. And I feel like the Democratic side is a lesser of the two evils by a long shot. For the economy, for job creation, for humanity, for not letting environmentalists run who dirty up the atmosphere run amok, to not giving banks full control, any of that.
All of that said, you're fired. Because you just lost the popular vote. You lost your own swing state. The swing states, you lost all. It's a blue state. California damn near switched.
We lost all. Absolutely.
You don't flip California, you keep messing around.
Listen,
I'm messing with you, but in all seriousness, let's laugh off some of these L's. It's nothing worse than when you see a guy who doesn't go good game at the end of the game when he took an L, right? You're like, dog, you can't even. I had a coach not slap my hand in a basketball game with 8-year-olds because he was mad because I was the coach. Why was I the coach? I'm a former football player. What does he know about basketball? How is his kid so good? How is his kid so good? Why they keep winning championships? Dude, you staying up studying me. I don't know. Or do you know what? Because you running these complex plays, I'm saying, attack his ass. And then you do something else, I say, run. Like outlet. Like I'm gonna out-hustle your plays. I'm not letting you set that complex stuff up on my boys. And he got mad at me and then want to say, good game. Dude, it was a great competition. It was short-lived. Miss Harris got in there way too late. I'll give you that. But she tried. She died.
Listen.
Good game, dog.
It's going to be whatever it's going to be.
Okay.
There's no question about it.
Anybody else want to get in on this before we move on? Because look at Terry. Go ahead and finish your last point, Terry.
That's what I was going to say. It's like, I understand your frustration and my frustration as being a Democrat because it seems like common sense, and a lot of people feel like they're going against their own common sense or what's better for them. So you do want to be like, why are you so dumb? Why are you like that? But I think what it is that tone, that delivery, it's not working. And it's falling on deaf ears on a lot of people who could benefit for those things, but because we quote unquote looking down on them, which we're not, but that's how it's coming off. That the message is not being heard, and they're turning their backs on voting for who they should probably be voting for. So I think it's a delivery thing.
Yeah, it's a respect level too, because I think on the Democratic side, on both sides, but really this specific last 4 years, I feel like on the Democratic card, they got too comfortable with people just siding with them or just voting for them just because. So it's like, I don't really got to do nothing because you're going to vote for me anyway because I know you're not going to vote for over there on that side. So whatever we say, you just going to follow lead, which is why Biden felt comfortable making that statement. If you don't vote for me, you're not black.
He went to the Breakfast Club, looked Charlemagne in the eye by looking down at him and said, if you ain't black.
If you don't vote for me, you're not black.
Well, that's dumb.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of dumb stuff, and that's the point.
The Democrats got to earn people's votes. That's what it boils down to. You got to earn it.
What you got?
Okay, we got it. Let's move on. Let's just move on. Because y'all got enough clips. You ain't got, everybody got to earn it.
How's it not
You
earned?
got to just take your,
specific.
What do you mean? You're not saying they got to earn it.
Specific vote. Well, I mean, they got to earn it
You got the
too.
lowest
Go
unemployment
ahead.
ever.
Okay, your voice.
Lowest unemployment ever, Terry.
Hold on, Democrat. Hold on, Republican. Hold on, Crip. Hold on, Blood. Like y'all just talk. Oh, I mean, y'all just find anything to bang on.
Period. It's not just Democrat or Republican.
dang.
I'm in the middle. How are you going to earn my vote? Make me vote for you. What policies are you going to follow?
By having a booming economy, your 401k is through the roof, and your people are employed, and your great aunt and your mom and your dad have health care that works for them.
That's a very general thing.
What do you mean? Those aren't general. Those are absolute specifics.
But there's different kind of groups that have gone and got specific policies done because, like, are we going to get that political?
Yeah, go for it.
I mean,
What are you talking about? I just gave you three or four specifics. I just gave you specifics. Healthcare.
Why is there no
economy?
Why is there no black crime bill, anti-black crime bill? When COVID started, we had an anti-Asian crime bill right away because that went through. Right. Now, when Obama was in office, we got like a lot of LBGT. I'm sorry if I'm not saying
You know what it is.
But we got a lot of those laws passed because they lobbied for it. That's what they voted for. What are we voting for that's going to specifically help us? Specifically. Because a general thing.
Oh, no, he going to hide behind something that it ain't him because that's what he do.
What are you talking about?
I'm just messing with you. You can't even take no jokes no more. That's why I know you off your square, homie. Look, I voted, and you don't know who I voted for, Trump. Like, it's a rap. Like, I don't care about no smoke. Like, dog, it's okay. Like, I thought the damn Rams could win. They lost. Good game. Good game. Move on. I see you next week.
Move on.